Hey, it's Ask Mr. Hasquin at Question Day. You can ask me any question and I'll answer it. All you got to do is raise your hand. Amelia's back and we're still hanging out with George Washington. She said, I heard something about Washington having Klinefelter syndrome. Do you know if it's fully true? Is that why he didn't have any kids? So, hey, it's a really good question. Let's go ahead and look it down. Break it down and look at it with some historical evidence and then throw a little science in for fun because hey, why not? Science, let's do it. So Klinefelter syndrome is a genetic condition where a biologically male is born with an extra X chromosome. So instead of XY, they're XXY. And this can cause infertility, reduced testosterone, and sometimes less body hair or breast tissue development. So people with Klinefelter often don't produce enough sperm to have biological children, though the severity can vary based on each case. Now, what we do know about George Washington, Washington had no biological children of his own, and it's always raised some questions. But he married Martha Custis, who had 4 kids from her previous marriage, and he raised them as his own. So we don't have medical records from the 1700s that could confirm something like Klinefelter. So there's no definitive evidence, but some historians will speculate that there is a possibility that the infertility was based on what we know. So Washington was tall. He was about 6'2", and some say his voice was higher pitched, both of which can align with Klinefelter traits, but correlation's not exactly causation, right? So there's other possible explanations as to why he didn't have children. It's just as likely that Martha's reproductive history had something to do with it. She had 4 children, but only 2 survived childhood. She never had kids with Washington. And infertility can happen for any number of reasons, especially in the 1700s. Disease, injury, age-related complications, all those things could have been factors. And so we can't say for certainty who was infertile. It's interesting to consider, but without DNA testing or solid evidence saying Washington had Klinefelter is just speculation. What's more telling is how people have always been curious about his personal life and what that says about what we think about our leaders. There's also some thought out there that Washington, when he was a young boy, may have contracted smallpox, and it may have had something to do with his older brother when they took a trip to, it was either Bermuda or the Bahamas. And it's possible that that particular ailment may have led to an infertility issue for him as well. But bottom line here, Washington didn't have biological kids, and maybe Klinefelter played a role, but we can't know for sure, and we shouldn't try to diagnose from 250 years away. That's beyond the scope. So, Amelia, once again, thanks for the question, and I'm glad we got a chance to kind of go down this road a little bit. And once again, thanks for watching.